Finster describes himself as a man of visions, a preacher who spreads the word of God through art. Not long ago, State of the Arts producers Susan Wallner and Don McGill visited him in his hometown of Summerville, Georgia.
God sent me here to do what I'm doing. I'm working in the plan of God. I've seen that very carefully all my life, 75 years. God called me when I was about 13 years old. I was converted, and He called me. And then I pastored churches about 40-some years.
Come on back and stay with me, make your little house what it ought to be.
I fixed bicycles during my church pastoral work. I fixed bicycles on the sideline for little old kids that couldn't have new bicycles. I'd see at Christmas time, see kids with new bicycles, and the kids out didn't have them there in at all. They wouldn't even let them ride them and all, and that was the pitifulest thing to me, because I believe that all people should be equal and human. Sometimes maybe I'd have 10 or 15 bicycles all painted and ready to go in the wind and blow them over and get scratched or something, and that's hard to patch colors, you know. And I couldn't do it good with a brush, and I finally one day I think to myself, I'm going to try my finger, and I dipped paint up my finger and patched that, and I could smooth it better with my finger than I could, you know, a brush. And I looked at that finger after I got the paint on it, see if there's too much paint on it, and there's a face, human face in that paint. The eyes, the mouth, and all, and that finger just talked to me, said, paint Sacred Heart, something like that. And I said, I can't do that, professional can, but not me. I've seen them, but not me. And it come to me one more time, how do you know, how do you know? And it just dawned on me, how do you know, how do you know? And from that then I started painting art. Y'all come on in this way, get on the camera here. Now, this is a divided house with all the people standing. This is a strange piece of art that I do. It's just put in here for people to look at. And this bottle right here is in 3 sections. It's hard to get it to stay like it ought to stay. And I painted these 3 sections and put it back together. And that's a Coca-Cola bottle that's got messages all over it. This is the man that invented the Coca-Cola. And this here is Harry Truman here. This is Einstein, invented the atomic bomb. This is General MacArthur. This is Mona Lisa. This is Alice at 3. That's a stranger. This is a stranger. That's a stranger. That's a stranger. That's John Kennedy there. Right up here is John Wesley. He's a founder of the American Methodist Church.
I wanted a George and Martha Washington because I'm a member of the Sons of the American Revolution.
The Talking Heads album, what a way to find out about someone. He has a very interesting outlook, and he seems to make Christianity, if you will, accessible to everyone. It seems so natural and so understandable when you hear him talk.
Aaron.
Is anybody else?
Great. No, that'll be
I think I was impressed with his urgency to get his message out.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you think, whether you agree with him or disagree, whatever your impressions are, you can't help but be impressed by his sincerity. Even though it may not be traditional religion and a world run amok, I think this message needs to be here, so I was impressed by that.
I said, son, if you go to hell, everything's bad there. You can't make a choice just where there's one thing. I said, if you go to heaven, son, you can't make a choice there because everything's good there. I said, the only place you can make a choice between heaven and hell is right here in this world. And said, that's the same thing with Adam and Eve.
Howard is a man of God, a man of visions, and for him the most important thing is to get the message out. I immediately responded to his work and started showing it in around 1978. He's very focused on this question of bringing morality to the people. Howard would not like this too much, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with a complete religiosity. But it certainly does have a power to influence those people that live with the work. I mean, I myself have been swayed by it. I mean, he's proselytizing, isn't he? And the most single important thing is the Word of God.
title of this song, I'm just a little tack in the shingle of your house, you know, to hold your house together. I told my wife I made this up to sing it, so if she ever separated from me, I'd try to sing her back. Just a little tack in the shingle of your roof, just a little tack in the shingle of your roof, just a little tack in the shingle of your roof to hold your house together. Come on back, stay with me. And the people don't understand. I know so much I can't never tell it. There ain't enough tape to hold it. There ain't enough books to hold my story. My God, I can't tell it. But a fool that won't listen to me as plain as I am, I think they're fools. That's what I think. Because this is not Howard Finster talking to you. This is God in Howard Finster talking to you. I'm just a little stone pillar of your house to hold your house together. That's it.